Look at some of the technology you saw. Now, when did you first get the idea? What's the first thing you saw that made you convinced that it's not from here?
The first thing with hands-on experience was the antimatter reactor.
And explain what that is and how it works and what it does.
It's a plate, about 18 inches in diameter with a sphere on top.
I think we have some tape of it, tape of a model that a friend of yours made. If we want to roll that, you can maybe narrate along. There it is.
Okay, inside that tower is a chip of element 115 they just put in there. That's a super heavy element. The lid goes on top, and as far as any other of the workings of it, I really don't know. You know, what's inside the bottom of it. The 115 sets up a gravitational field around the top. That little waveguide you saw being put on the top, that essentially siphons off the gravity wave, and that's later amplified in the lower portion of the craft. But just in general, the whole technology is virtually unknown.
Now, we saw the model, we saw the pictures of it there. It looks really, really simple, almost too simple to actually do anything.
Right.
Working parts?
None detectable. Essentially what the job was to back engineer everything, where you have a finished product and just to step backwards and find out how it was made or how it can be made with earthly materials. There hasn't been very much progress.
How long do you think they've had this technology up there?
It seems like quite a while, but I really don't know.
Now, what could you do with an antimatter generator? What does it do?
Well, it converts antimatter. It doesn't convert antimatter. There's an annihilation reaction. It's an extremely powerful reaction, 100% conversion of matter to energy, unlike a fission or fusion reaction, which is somewhere around 0.8% conversion of matter to energy.
I mean, how does it work? What starts the reaction going in that thing?
Really, once the 115 is put in, the reaction is initiated.
Just automatic?
Right.
I don't understand. I mean, there's no button to push or anything?
No, there's no button to push or anything. Apparently, the 115 under bombardment with protons lets out an antimatter particle. This antimatter particle will react with any matter whatsoever, which I imagine there is some target system inside the reactor. This in turn releases heat, and somewhere within that system there is a 100% efficient thermionic generator, essentially a heat to electrical generator in there.
Now, how is this antimatter reactor, how is this connected to a gravity generation that you talked about earlier?
Well, that reactor serves two purposes. It provides a tremendous amount of electrical power, and which is almost a byproduct. The gravitational wave is formed at the sphere, and that's through some action of the 115, which the exact action I don't think anyone really knows. The waveguide siphons off that gravity wave, and that's channeled above the top of the disk to the lower part where there are 3 gravity amplifiers which amplify and direct that gravity wave.
In essence, creating their own gravitational field.
Their own gravitational field.
You're fairly convinced that science on Earth doesn't have this technology right now. Well, we have it now, I guess, at
Right.
S4, but we didn't create it.
Right.
Why not? Why couldn't we?
The technology's not even, we don't even know what gravity is. I mean, there's just...
Well, what is it? What did you learn about what gravity is?
Well, gravity is a wave. There are many different theories about wave included. It's been theorized that gravity is also particles, gravitons, which is also incorrect. But gravity is a wave. The basic wave, they can actually tap off of an element. Why that is, I'm not exactly sure.
And so you can produce your own gravity. What does that mean? What does that allow you to do?
Well, that allows you to do virtually anything. Gravity distorts time and space. By doing that, now you're into a different mode of travel, where instead of traveling in a linear method going from point A to B, now you can distort time and space to where you essentially bring the mountain to Mohammed. You almost bring your destination to you without moving. And since you're distorting time, all this takes place in between moments of time.